welcome back. We're going to be watching the update video to Angriest Judge, who we turned out to actually kind of be justified in some of this stuff.
Did you see the update on that one judge? An attorney emailed him asking him to apologize to the IT guy, but the judge ordered the attorney to come to court. I did not see that. My boy, no. Judge Nathan, he's saying,
it's your
fight
boy.
me in court. Wait, where's that? I need to see that follow-up. That sounds incredible. I just looked it up here, but everyone's still clowning on him for the IT guy thing. I want to see the follow-up. Oh, wait, no, here it is. I see it. Houston Chronicles got it. Any website that does this actually needs to be shut down. This needs to be criminalized ASAP.
Honestly, yes. I'm so sick of it.
Preventing you from even reading an article without paying.
Okay, no, I hate when it prevents you from doing anything without having your, like, ad blockers or whatever off. That is also so annoying. I can't, it's like, oh, you need to be able to, like, allow ads, or we're not going to show you this article, and I'm just like, all right, then I'm going to a different website. Same thing with asking me to pay. Like, I get it, they have to make money, but, like, gosh.
We're making an account. I hate it. Hate it.
From a Harris County judge is sparking outrage tonight. An attorney.
Outrage? Oh no, the little baby's sad. The little baby's upset. What? Okay.
Attorney says he was ordered to that judge's courtroom for.
I kind of like this angle because wait, hold up. Let me show you with how big they have this screen, right? If you look at it like this, it kind of looks like he's in a Zoom call or something, or like, or the judge is there and he's like, if you cut that white part out, it just, I don't know, the perspective just kind of looks really funny because they're basically the same height.
Emailing him about his conduct. KPRC2 News reporter Jaewon Jung spoke.
You've got some nerve to reach out to Judge Nathan and expect to be civil? You didn't think it was going to get pugilistic? That's on you.
I'm gonna be real. I don't even think the IT thing was really that bad. Honestly, like, it's just, oh, whatever. It happened. It is what it is to me. Like, I just be like, all right, whatever. That guy's crazy, and move on with my life. Not gonna lie.
You, brother. Nathan will throw down anytime, anywhere.
To that attorney, she joins us now live outside.
You got some nerve emailing Judge Nathan like that.
Wait, she Karen'd? Like, so to combat his Karening that he may have not really done, she also Karen'd?
Out tonight, Jaewon.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Keith. The president of the Harris County Criminal Lawyers Association is also speaking out. Now, the attorney I sat down with today says in his decades-long career, he's never had to send out an email to a judge about their behavior until now.
Okay, you didn't have to. You can let Nathan run wild in there like Hulkmania.
I mean, that's what he's been doing. Like, in the grand scheme of things, if it is not affecting his cases, like, if it's still, like, everything is done appropriately, if you go back and retry those cases, if, like, the outcomes are still the same, we're also not seeing him, like, we've hardly seen him act this way in, like, a legitimate case. He's only acted this way over the small, stupid, little shit. So, like, is it really that bad?
Reach out to him. You could continue to let fucking Big Bang Theory here go ballistic. And now you've awakened his wrath. Only yourself to blame.
By now, you've likely seen this viral video. It shows a tense exchange between Harris County Civil Court Judge Nathan Milliron and an IT worker.
This hearing is done.
She's asking for a sign.
Deputy, remove her from my bench now.
That's not the IT worker one, though. That's different.
Tonight, another video showing
you're about to be in cuffs, is what he says next.
In his 52 years in law, attorney James Stafford says he's never seen a judge act this way.
His conduct was way out of hand.
Way out of hand is an overstatement. That's like grasping a little bit. Is it acceptable and professional? Probably not. Did some of those people deserve it? Absolutely. But this is definitely like a situation where it could have been an email. Why has it gotten to this point? Like, did he even, like, go after the IT guy legitimately and go, like, get his supervisor or whatever? Or did it just, like, did he just say that to say it? Like, what's the actual update here?
Stafford tells me after watching this.
Okay. Now, let's just call a spade here.
Okay.
We have even covered another judge who went even a step further than Nathan when he actually threw down with one of the other attorneys and actually threw hands in the hallway.
Now that's intense.
It's been done before.
Yeah.
We've seen behavior like this from judges, and even more so.
Clip, he was so offended, he emailed Judge Milliron directly, telling him, quote, "I hope you issued him an apology for the way you treated him."
Yes. Let me email him saying, I am disappointed in you. We use gentle hands.
So the judge wrote, "You probably shouldn't be communicating with the judge ex parte on his judicial email address." Have you ever heard of something like that before?
I was not ex parte because I do not have any cases in his court.
Judge Milliron ordered
I'll be the judge of that as an unprofessional Google degree person. Ex parte is a Latin term meaning from one party, referring to court motions, meetings or orders granted on the request of one party without the presence, representation, or notice of the other party. They are legally binding, usually a temporary emergency. So wait, what did he say exactly in the email? Hang on.
On his you probably shouldn't be communicating with the judge ex parte on his judicial email address. Have you ever heard of something like that before?
Okay, so yeah, he's right. Okay, I think what the judge might have been saying, though, is that you shouldn't communicate. I didn't understand any of that. It's basically like ex parte. It literally is like ex party, right? Like lacking of a party is basically what they're saying. Does that mean? I think that's my gross understanding of it. So basically it's like meeting with a judge without the presence of the party you're representing, if I'm not mistaken. If I have to like grossly misunderstand or grossly like try to understand it, that's what it means. So he's right, this doesn't count, but the judge might have thought that he was discussing the case. Just mad he was using his professional email. He's not wrong though. He really shouldn't be emailing things like that to him. That's kind of crazy.
I was not ex parte because I do not have any cases in his court.
Judge Milliron ordered Stafford to court on April 9th.
He tried to ex parte on him. Oh shit. He said, "All right, you want to partay? I'm about to fucking shortay on you. Meet me in court, Buster." Bro, that's my boy Nathan, I'm telling you. He's got it, man. He's got it. The dog is in him.
Hell yeah.
Telling him he shouldn't be emailing a judge on his judicial email address.
Do you plan?
I mean, that's fair. Like, I think what that's what I was trying to say. I think what he was saying is that, like, you shouldn't really be emailing me unless it's relevant to, like, a case. And even then, you shouldn't be emailing me.
To show up in his court on April 9th?
Yes.
The email is not a valid order. Has no legal enforcement.
Our organization.
Come on, just fucking meet him in the Thunderdome. That'd be so good.
It has no legal info. What? He's not saying like you're gonna get freaking like. He's not saying he's gonna sue you or something. He's literally saying like, I don't think you should be doing this, bro. I don't think this is the move you should be making. That's all he's saying.
I love this though. As an officer of the court, you are ordered to appear before this court on April 10th.
Oh.
Nathan, what the fuck, man? You're not Judge Dredd.
That's crazy.
What a loser. It's unbelievable.
We got a legal catfight on our hands. That's such a valid way of looking at this, man.
It's unbelievable. Even tried to get him with the goddamn parlay, like it's Pirates of the Caribbean up there. Oh my. What an interesting specimen.
His judicial email address.
Do you plan to show up in his court on April 9th?
The email is not a valid order. Has no legal enforcement.
Our organization
Just answer the question. Yes or no?
stands up for good judges who do the right thing and bad judges who don't.
Stafford isn't the only
Did he do anything bad though? Like legitimately, aside from pitching a hissy fit, were any of his cases actually affected by this? Answer me that.
attorney speaking out. Brent Mayer, the president of the Harris County Criminal Lawyers Association, posted this video on social media.
The judge's behavior is appalling.
Mayer tells me Judge Milliron's order to
Appalling.
Stafford was not only illegitimate, but sets a
Man, you guys got to be careful dogpiling on Nathan here. That last name, Milliron's, about to be Big Iron in a second, bro. He's going to bring you into court and duel your ass. All these lawyers piping up, trying to chime in on Nathan's swag. Like, it's actually kind of outrageous. They won't appear in front of his court. The guy just...
The thing is, too, out of all the digging, they've only shown us, like, what, 5 clips? Like, 5 clips of him just probably having a bad freaking day. And, like, don't get me wrong, his side thoughts are my inside thoughts, but I've also been guilty of like, Jesus freaking Christ, like, come on. Like, I've said stuff like that. So I can't even really fault him too much and just be like, he's just saying the quiet part out loud. And the IT guy, like I said, he really didn't do too much to that IT guy except for asking about the supervisor, and we don't know if that was ever followed through. I think this attorney is being a little, I think he's trying to bait the judge. I unironically think he's trying to bait the judge into doing something that's worth investigating, because as it stands right now, they have nothing. Like, they have a few clips of him having some bad days, and that's it.
Said as much. He said it's not a valid order, so he's not going. Nathan's got him running scared.
Dangerous precedent.
Anytime anyone is going to criticize this judge for his behavior, are they going to get called in front of that judge and be subject to some sort of punishment or contempt because the judge doesn't like what they say? That violates.
Find out! Send somebody in there to find the fuck out! It's not that hard! Use the attorney to find out! The attorney was literally being a keyboard warrior, being like, I'm really disappointed in your actions that day. I hope you apologize to the IT guy. It's like, alright, if you want to discuss it, like, show up in person. This isn't legally binding. I don't have to do shit. like, bitch, what? If you want to, like, make sure that it's not setting a precedent for people being filed for being in contempt or getting punished, then maybe show up. This is your perfect trap. You basically baited and trapped him. If Nathan is gonna do anything that's gonna get him in trouble, it's gonna be that day.
Called in front of that judge and be subject to some sort of punishment or contempt because the judge doesn't like what they say. That violates our First Amendment rights.
That violates our First Amendment right. Out of everybody, you should understand that the First Amendment right doesn't, like, apply to what you're doing right now. It does only apply to legal situations. So these I thought I was gonna be like, oh shoot, Nathan's like a POS. Nathan is like awful. No, I'm on Nathan's side so far. Screw these attorneys. They're just talking out of your butts, because what do attorneys do? They talk out of their butts.
And we went down Nathan's rabbit hole like a week or so ago. It's something he does often. Like, he is not afraid to do that. Just purely out of spite, he will refuse to look at or engage with things that are presented to him for people's cases if he just doesn't like them. If he doesn't like the cut of their jib, he'll just say, I'm not reading that, or I'm not looking at this, or nope, I won't do that.
No, because we defended him in this case. It's not because he doesn't like them. It's because they wanted him to read an entire freaking document instead of having, like, the excerpt highlighted and, like, put on the right page. They just handed him the entire freaking TOS of a website, basically, and was like, you can find it in here. No, that was justified. That was so freaking justified. I wouldn't have read that either. If you're going to a court case, you need to be prepared. Especially, like, in that one person who is like, I have a PowerPoint. I've been like, no. Why are we watching a PowerPoint presentation on this? And then you also need to have a backup planned. Like, if your PowerPoint was your bid smoking gun and that's all you had, then you need to have a backup plan B just in case something happens. Because guess what? Tech issues happen.
Or you can't use that PowerPoint, I don't want to watch it. And just shut it down. So yes, that is exactly what he's going to do. It's the Uwe Boll method of arguing. Uwe Boll, famous director for farting dog shit out there. People used to criticize him. He used to make all those old video game adaptation movies that were terrible. And what he would do is he would challenge his critics to a boxing match. Nathan is Uwe Boll in a uniform.
I did also reach out to the State Commission on Judicial Conduct to ask for complaints against Judge Milliron, but the agency told me that information is not public. I also reached out to Judge Milliron to ask for comment, but he
I wonder how public is not, or how not public they are, though. Like, can attorneys access those documents, or is it only for the state to access? Because I feel like if there's ever going to be any proper investigation into how these things operate, but also, like, I'm sure if someone felt so inclined, they would have filed a complaint and it would have been investigated.
Not get back. We're live.
Oh, he's going to get back, though. I hope you're ready for your court date, by the way.
In downtown Houston tonight. Jaewon Jung, KPRC 2 News.
J1.
Thank you for the report, J1. I hope you're ready for handcuffs. You dare question Nathan.
How dare you?
You trying to get a statement from Nathan?
Throw him in the slammer.
Oh, must be a joke. Must be a joke. This ain't enough to impeach a judge for sure.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, what are they expecting to happen out of this? Like, especially if you go back, like all of the clips that we saw had no like reflection on the actual case itself in a negative way, except for like people needing to be able to be prepared and to be like on top of their stuff.
I feel like, honestly though, I genuinely do feel like based on the way he conducts his court, he is unfit to be a judge. Even outside of the IT guy thing, even outside of that, like I said, there are multiple instances where he just outright refused to even look at things that were...
Okay, but I can defend him on some of those though, which is why I'm saying, like, out of the clips we've been presented, is he truly unfit to be a judge based on those? Because if someone handed me a multiple paged packet and wanted me to have like one specific part of it to be like, oh, it's in the contract, like, here's my thing. Look at Judge Judy. Like, out of all of this stuff, like, he's not handling like intense criminal. He's basically like an IRL Judge Judy, but better. And I say better because, like, if you were on Judge Judy and you were presenting your case to her, being like, my tenant violated the lease, and so you're like, okay, can you show me in the lease like where this violation is? And then you hand the like Judy a 5-page document with nothing highlighted, nothing to the page, and you hand it to her, and you're like, here's the lease. And it's like, okay, but where on the lease is it? Show it to me. Show me where in the lease it says. That's exactly what Judge Judy would have done. Then if you were like, well, it's just, well, then she'd be like, I'm not reading this. I'm not going to read this whole thing just so you can show me one piece. You need to come prepared. You need to know what you're talking about. You need to do what you're doing. If this was Judge Judy, everybody would just be like, content, let's go content. But because like he made some IT guy like cry a little, I guess, everybody is like all up in arms. And I'm saying that loosely. Like, if somebody talked to me like that, I'd have been like, what the heck? I have been talked like that too. I worked retail, and you know what happens? You vent about it to somebody and your life moves on.
Presented to him from people in court over cases, he refused to look at it and would even say nope. Like one of them was about a PowerPoint. He said, we're not doing a PowerPoint. Just come up here without it. We're not doing it. I don't want to watch it.
I want to know how common that is. Wait, I want to know. Hang on. How common is it in civil court for people to bring in PowerPoint presentations for the judge?
It is fairly common, though usually reserved for opening statements and closing arguments. In a civil bench trial, a judge rather than a jury decides the outcome. Judges appreciate digital presentations.
Okay. So it's like a personal preference thing.
Lawyers use PowerPoint as a roadmap to tell their story.
Okay.
It is not considered evidence itself, but rather a demonstrative aid to help the court follow the oral argument. During testimony, it is less common to use a linear slideshow during witness questioning.
Right, that's crazy.
Instead, legal teams use specialized trial presentation software, like TrialPad or OnPoint, to quickly pull up, highlight, and zoom in on specific admitted exhibits.
Right.
The judge factor. Some judges are tech-savvy and prefer digital formats, while others find them distracting.
Right,
You must usually disclose the presentation to the opposing side beforehand to ensure there are no objections to the content. Procedural requirements. If you plan to use one, you must check the local court's standing orders or the judge's specific rules. You may need to provide your own equipment, projector/screen, or ensure it is compatible with the courtroom's built-in monitors. Key tip: if you use one, keep it simple. Judges see through graphic sugar and flashy animations. They are looking for clarity, speed, and accuracy.
All right, we're gonna cut it there. I think that's enough information to see that like that. So basically, he's not very tech savvy, and it pisses him off, and that's kind of it.
That kind of thing. Like that, you can't be a judge like that.
You can. You 100% can. Although I do think he should have it in his standing orders that he doesn't want to allow the use of technology.
Just can't. Or shouldn't, rather. I guess I can't say can't because I don't know the law around the judge, but...
Well, we just looked into it. Yeah, he needs to have it in his standing orders, but he is allowed to be like, no, you can't use that. And you should be able to have like an alternate way. Because he probably does think it's distracting. And he doesn't like messing with it. And I can totally see that.
It is completely unfit for his position.
No, it might be a freaking hot take, but I don't think I've seen enough to say that he's unfit. He obviously is triggered by technology. That is what it is, but you can avoid that easily. But a PowerPoint presentation is for an opening statement, and opening statements are typically done verbally, so like that doesn't really affect anything in the grand scheme of things. Your job as an attorney is to suck this man's dick. So cater your case and your presentation and how you go about things to this man. I don't know, man. Is it a hot take? What do you guys think legitimately? What are your guys' like opinions on him as a whole from what you've seen? This is always an open space chat. You can say whatever you want to.
Get ready for your court date now, Charlie. I fucking dare you, Nathan.
Oh, damn. That's fighting words.
I'll see you there.
But Charlie, what the? I feel like Charlie both would and would not go if Nathan was like in court May 9th and Charlie would be like, all right, bet. But also, oh no.
I wouldn't go all the way out to Texas for that shit.
Oh, okay, well, the answer's that.
Since I don't fly, that's a 22-hour road trip.
Not flying is crazy. 22 hours is also crazy. Okay, not flying isn't crazy. Not flying to the point of being willing to do a 22-hour road trip is the crazy part. He's scared of flying. So is Steele. Like I said, that's the thing is like, not wanting to fly is one thing. But doing it to the point where if you had a legal summons to go to court, you would drive for 22 hours to get there is crazy.
And get your ass on Zoom. No, actually, Judge Nathan hates Zoom. Don't you remember when the translator was there and she was like a little like slow to translate things?
She wasn't translating at all. That was the issue. Like that one I kind of get because the only way that that can actually work, right? I think you either do need to be in person or she needs to be like in an earpiece. ASL interpretation is so great is because like it can kind of go real time with what's going on. And honestly, audio and vocal translation can too with a slight delay as long as it's being done appropriately. But translation is invasive to the case. So everyone has to be able to like work with and understand each other at like low latency. So doing like Zoom translation does suck.
He immediately kicked her out and insulted her. He doesn't like Zoom. He wouldn't use Zoom.
Did he actually insult her? Damn, that was I don't remember her. I don't remember him insulting her.
This whole thing was about how they need to come in person.
Yeah,
true.
Really.
Just fake a buffer. Can you imagine? He does actually challenge me to Zoom court, and I just show up and I hit him with the Black Beetle challenge. And then he just blows a fucking gasket.
I don't know. Honestly, my thing is like, does Judge Nathan need to chill? Obviously, but like at the same time, people dig up things, right? Like Twitter be twittering. And if this is the most that we've been able to find on him, then who are we to say that these aren't just like isolated instances from bad days, but like there's some things that are very defendable and some things that are understandable. And like, I kind of get, but then like, again, he's going about it terribly, obviously. But the big question is it affecting his cases? Nobody's been able to answer that yet. At all, period. No one's answered that at all. I still need more context, and the context need is like, one, are all of these incidences super recent? And what that leads into is like, if this is a quote unquote historical pattern of behavior, or if he's just like reached a point or is going through something that has caused him to be to snap and just be like, I'm done with you guys. And then the other context I would like is if this has affected his cases in any way whatsoever. Like, would the outcomes have been different if someone else was the one residing over the case? That's like the info that I want. Also, like, did he actually talk to the IT guy supervisor? Or did he just like have a moment and then go, oh, that was stupid. All right, whatever. We're just moving on. Yeah, those are my closing thoughts. I don't think anybody is going to defend Nathan in the sense that he is justified in his actions. But I do feel like this is something that should at least be discussed with the appropriate people that need to discuss it.